Hi everyone.
Hi y'all.
I'm Gary.
I'm Ronnie.
We are GaRon Stitchery.
In the house of GaRon Totem Bags.
All right, welcome back for another week. If you're new, we are a Flosstube channel about cross stitch. We are cross stitchers ourselves, and we own an online cross stitch shop called GaRon-Stitchery.com, and we own a local needle workshop called GaRon Stitchery. If you're trying to order from us and you want it shipped, you have to order online on the website. It's the only way we ship. And if you want to stop by, you can stop by in Ozark, Alabama and shop to your heart's content. So with that being said, we want to thank everyone for coming back and for all our subscribers. We are still teetering really close to 5,000 subscribers. So once we get there, one day we'll do a drawing. We're very close. It's just been sitting there. So I'm kind of excited. It's hard to believe that there's like almost 5,000 people out there that subscribe to us. I know there's a lot that watch.
I did not check that.
Yeah, there's a lot that watch, and some of you aren't subscribed. So if you just like and subscribe, that would be greatly appreciated, and then we can get closer to that drawing.
Yeah.
So, let's see. Do we want to get into finishes?
I don't have no finish.
I don't either. This is the week with no finishes. All right, so let's get into whips.
Whips. All right. I'm working, you don't see this, but I'm working my Rosewood Manor, Garden Paradise, and I'm almost finished. I'm running and I'm almost finished all the flowers. This is my progress.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I was running last night, was maybe 9:30 to finish. This is only one flower over here and a little leaves, green things there. But I'm running and running and running. I was so tired. I'm thinking this one is wrong. Somewhere over here is wrong. Because when I had to stop because there's no matching my counting. But I'm thinking I just had to throw this couple of stitches over here. But I'm going to do that today and I'm going to finish it.
Hold on, wait. Has anybody noticed this? When did you sneak that in this week? You got part of the pot here.
I do that. Yeah. When I did this week was all this part of the pot, these flowers over here, and these all over here.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah. That basket is humongous.
Yep.
Because you can see, you can hold that one. I just work, the basket I had done is right over here. This little, not even one finger. But yeah, to here up, now I still have to go down here. And that basket is huge.
Wow. Yeah, but you like that kind of stitching.
It's a lot. Well.
Oh, and you have a leaf down there.
This is the thing. You guys know me, I don't like letters. And these have a lot of letters over there. And they're asking for, I forgot what is the number. I'm thinking it's 7. They're asking for one number. I can't remember. I have it in my head, but I can't remember.
Oh, for the words?
For the words. And I change it to 310.
Okay. Yeah, because there's one you can really see it.
You just see it's hard to see. And this will be in the wall. And I want when people see it, they can read. Even I want to read it when I see it. And yes, I'm sorry, Karen, but I had to change the number thread for the letters that way. It's going to be popping more.
Yeah, and last week when you showed it, there was a couple of comments and people were making statements that it looked like, this looked like hair, like Mother Nature.
A bouquet of flowers in the head?
The head or hat, or because it looks like there should be a face right here. And once you see it, you're like, oh, I see that.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. But yeah, that is my progress. And I hope I can finish this flower today.
Oh, you will.
And I'm done with the flowers. And then I'll go with the basket.
But there's a leaf at the bottom. Did you see that?
Yeah, but that is piece of cake.
Okay.
That leaf is not.
All right. So,
excuse me.
I worked a little bit on Cabin in the Woods. on Monday are Murder Monday. So I did, what did I do? Oh, over here. I did the top border and then come down a little bit on that border there. So just a little bit. It's getting close. It should be done in no time. I just got a stitch on it.
I like the what is strawberries? Look like strawberries.
They're like, I don't know, some kind of little flower bushes or something. I don't know what they are.
Okay, never mind. When I see it, the backwards in the monitor.
So this is on 32 count Winter Wren by Fox and Rabbit. And I'm using all the colorful colors. And it's looking really good. I like this. I've been seeing a lot of other people's progress on it. I saw people doing it. There's one lady in the group doing it on over 1 on 28 count, I believe, Lugana. It's so tiny. And then I call someone else. I was watching a Flosstube video this week, and somebody was doing it on a different count. It looked really small. Looked really cute. And so I've been focusing mostly this week on Let Freedom Ring. I do have a little bit more done.
Wow.
And I'm getting close. So let's pull it back. So I've made it down here to the edge. That's as large as it goes. And I got my little soldiers in. I got the lady and the Lord there. I got, last night, this Independence that's over 1 stitching. And then I still got to fill in the inside of that box. And then there's a little box over here that has to be filled in, or you put your initials in it and fill it in. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that. I'm just leaving that right now because there's one on this other side. I was thinking of putting like a charm or something in there. I'm not sure. I'll just wait and see how it goes. Maybe, I don't know, we'll figure something out. But these are really fun coming through here. And then I've got the carriage to go here, and then I'll go back and do all the back stitching in the windows. I'm doing the back stitching on the people and stuff as I'm going. And then there's right up here, there's some over 1 stitching, and I think United States of America there, I think, or USA, something there. This is definitely going to make my finish for May. That's what I'm really wanting to do. I still got to figure out if it's 32 or 36. I'm not sure, but I could measure the top later on today and see what that is. But it's on Cosmic Platinum. I thought it was 32 Cosmic Platinum, but I saw on the edge there where Elizabeth had written on here 36 on the side right here. She put in here 36 Cosmic Platinum. So I don't know if that's an error, or maybe I am actually stitching on 36. If I am, it's a nice 36 because it's not too tight and I'm using 2 threads. So that was all of our stitching this week. We did have, Ronnie was working on bags this week for the end of the month, bag of the month. And we did have a lady come in Monday. She was here last year. So she was down in Florida at a family event, and she stopped by. She says, I was here last year this time. And so she's the lady who, when we talk about when you stay at the microtel, request the cow view, because she sits up in her window and watches the cows as she's stitching. So that's that lady.
Sorry, I miss you.
Yeah, you were so busy this week. And so she came Monday, and she thought she came Sunday night, stayed in the hotel. She came here Monday to the shop, and she was going to leave Monday afternoon, but then her family called her and said, oh, our baseball game is going to be rained out, so if you want to stay another day, you can stay another day. So she said, ooh. So she went and called the hotel. She stayed another day. So she came back Tuesday and stitched also. So, and then she had a great time. She did lots of stash improvement, stash augmentation, or whatever you call it. But what I love the most is that Monday when she bought a fabric. She said, I want to try new threads. So she bought a pattern, and she bought the Cottage Garden thread pack, and she bought fabric, and she got a needle, and she sat down and started it that day on Monday. So that's pretty cool. And that's what she stitched on the 2 days. Was she said, I want to go to a place, buy something, and start stitching it at the store I bought it at. So that's kind of fun. I'm like, oh, I never thought about that.
Yeah.
And then so she said, I want to try another group of threads that I haven't had before. And so we got her Rami's threads. She got the Stitching the Wild Little Monsters that Rami did for us, the free pattern if you buy the thread pack. And then she said, okay, I want to try another group of threads. So she got the Color and Cotton thread pack that was done for Hands-On Design. The flags, the pennants, Liberté from Hands-On Design. I did the Halloween one. It's the little 3 ribbons. But she had such a great time, and we had fun stitching with her on Murder Monday day when she was doing a bell pull with something with woods and stuff. So it's kind of funny that we were all stitching on woodsy stuff that Monday. So hopefully she had a safe trip back to Ohio, and look forward to hopefully seeing her again this time next year. I love it. All right, so now we have a little bit of stuff that's back in the shop or new. No fabric this week, but you can always look at the website and check out the fabric. So these first two we're going to show, we got them last night. They've been selling pretty hot, so we only have one each of these as we're filming today. So I wasn't sure if I should show it or not, but I decided I'll show it anyway.
Yeah, because we can order more.
One of them we can, one is a limited edition.
Oh.
Yeah. So the first one here's a piece of paper for the little beads, is Blooming Butterfly by Just Nan. All our butterfly stitchers out there. And
with all the beads.
All the beads to do with that. And it's all just stitched with DMC. Doesn't stick with the bead theme. So we've got from Mill Hill, we have Crimson Cardinal. It's a little Mill Hill bead kit. There's Crimson Cardinal. And it comes with the floss and the beads and the needle. This one does come with the needle. And this next one, oh my God, this one is so cute. I love this one because it's a great idea. It's called Holiday Flamingo from Mill Hill. Look at those legs. Those are bugle beads and beads to make the little dangly legs. And yeah, they got the long bugle beads there and the short bugle beads for the feet.
And that one brings with a needle.
Yeah, this one's coming with the needle, the thread, and the paper. But look at that. It's got the long beads. You see how the legs are?
Yeah, I see that.
And the little feet. Make the little feet.
Okay, it's 2 needles. One for stitching, one for
Beading.
Cute.
Yeah, that one's super cute. And then we are getting Primrose Cottage has the release of their patriotic series this month. Here is American U. American U. And here is American Alphabet by Primrose Cottage. And let's do the other Primrose Cottage. I always try to get these, I put them in size order and then I'm like, I feel like I should show it together.
American Celebration.
Yeah, this is the big one, American Celebration. And if you look online, they're all 3 stitched with color and cotton threads. If you hold this one for me, I just remembered something.
Let me see it.
Okay. All right. So it seems like every year they do a patriotic grouping, and last year they did the red, white, and blue quilt, and we did a thread pack for that one with the color and cotton threads. So if you look this up for the thread pack, it's the same threads for this one right here.
Okay.
So I was going to relabel them, but I said, why bother? I mean, there's just some of them out there online, and we'll get some in the store. So there's that. And now we're going to get to Fine Frog Stitching. She is very fun. I like her stuff. And we saw her stuff at Nashville for the first time in person. You know, she's the one with the prince and the princess frog. So this is Acorn Hotel. Is that not cute? They're all stitched with DMC, which is very fun. And it says here, notoriously comfy. A little play on words there. That's a fun one. And then we have Mushroom Gallery by Fine Frog. Here's Mushroom Gallery. And these are very literal. This is box turtle. It's a box turtle. It's got flowers inside. Very fun. You know, those are great little things for, they're all kind of wild themed. So they would be great smalls for the smalls exchange at Stitching in the Wild. You know, it's a mushroom is in the wild, squirrels in the wild. Box turtle, he's kind of wild in theory, so he is kind of wild.
Well, yeah, it's a Thur and have flowers.
But he's made out of a box, so he's kind of a wild idea. So anything can be wild. That's what I love about it. So we have, this is an oldie but a goodie from Stacy Nash. This is Animal Crackers Scarlet. Look at that little dog. Isn't he cute? I guess she's cute. Scarlet. And then we have the latest releases from October House. This is Heartfelt Patriotic. No, Patriot. Heartfelt Patriot. Right. So this is the third one in the series. She's doing a couple of these heartfelt. If you put in heartfelt, you'll see the other two. It was like a Valentine's Day one, and I think a St. Patrick's Day one. And then she's also got a new series. I'm not sure when this started, but maybe this is the beginning of it. It's called The Shepherd's Year, and this is August. And then here's The Shepherd's Year, September. So there's a group, I guess there's going to be a group of these little sheep up on a hill or something. I don't know, but there's August and September.
Oh, I like that one.
I knew this one had your name on it. This is from the Scarlet House. It's called Wallflowers. Not wild, but wallflowers. This is not normal for Tanya at the Scarlet House. This is very very Ronnie inspired, I guess. I don't know. It's very very bright, pretty.
Yeah.
Right. And then we have Patriotic. Now I can say it right. Patriotic Alphabet from the Scarlet House. There's that. Okay, and then we have Black Swan Pen Keep. Oh, look at that. Isn't that cool? Nice little black swan there. All right, now we're back to Fine Frog.
Letters.
Yeah. Are you going to change it to words?
Yeah.
So now we got some more Fine Frog stitching. This one I love. The eyes of this little fox is so cool. It's called Fireside Fox. And he's got like, is those antlers or fox with antlers? I don't know. It's very cool. I guess it's kind of like some kind of mythical animal or something, whatever's in her brain. But I love this guy. Look at his eyes are like they're following you. Fireside Fox. And then we have, well, she's going to get me on this one, floral phonograph. So it's a phonograph, and that's a flower. There's the words. Phonograph. So they.
I like that one.
Yeah, it's a record player.
That's cool.
Yeah. And this next one, this is the one we're going to do not next, but after the murder, the charming abode. We're doing Charming Abode as our next murder piece, and then after that we're going to do Crow Librarian, because you know, if you have a group of crows, you've got a murder, and it just sounds like this crow is probably telling us a story about a murder that he did. So here is Crow Librarian. And I love it. He's purple. I love her color choices. And this is done on a 16 count Ada chalkboard black by Witchell. But you can do it on any dark color you want. I'm looking forward to see what kind of color fabrics people are going to choose. And that's what I like about her stuff is she shows a lot of them that she's had them stitched on Ada. So it's very simple to see her designs are Ada friendly. So that's really kind of cool. And now we have the Scarlet House again. This is Hannah Hartley Cowgill, 1835. Look at it. That's a pretty sampler. I'll get it up so you guys can see it. Look at that. Very pretty.
This is new or coming
back? Yep, that's new.
This is new.
Yeah, new.
Okay.
Now this one is coming back. This is the 8th day of Christmas sampler and tree. 8 ladies. What's the 8? Is that 8 ladies milking or 8 ladies? Oh yeah, there's cows. Okay, 8 ladies milking. And I'm like, what is it now? I don't say it in order. I don't really remember what they are. And then we have the 11th day.
Why you read that lady making?
It's the thing.
Oh.
Yeah. This is the 11th day of Christmas sampler and tree.
Oh, I like that one too.
Yeah. So it's 11 drummers drumming, right? Or something like that. I don't know, but you look it up by this, or the top. So, of course, one of our local stitchers is wanting to do all 12 of them as the sampler itself, and somebody else said they wanted to do all of them on one piece of fabric. And I'm like, I've been having the first day of Christmas in my stash forever, which I started last week, didn't touch it this week. I got, Let Freedom Ring got me all carried away. And so that's been kind of why I've been going out and getting more of those days of Christmas, because she wants to do all 12 of them. And she might round me up to doing them too, because I kind of think it'd be kind of cool in the shop to have them finished as little trees around instead of on the wall. So now, this is Cost Forward Rise. These were supposed to be released at Nashville, but there was an issue. She had a family, something happened in the family, and so she had to cancel coming from Ireland over to the States for Nashville. These 2 patterns have been super, super hot. We've been trying to get them since March, because every time they would come into Hoffman, they'd go out that day. So we now have Martha's Bird.
That's beautiful.
They finished it in the circle here, but I'm really loving it squared off in the frame. It just looks like a very old, traditional stitched piece. It's so gorgeous. I don't know, I just think of it like, like the old fire screen. I gotta hold it up for a little bit longer. I love this. Like an old fire screen or something that you would see stitched in front of one of the old big castles or mansions or something like that. Now this is my favorite. This is Cicada's Song Sampler. There are no cicadas in this, but there's a mill that's got a water wheel, and it's got the saying about the cicada song, and I love the border. This is definitely on my plan to stitch. So there it is, cicada. I wish it was a better picture so you guys could really see this. And this is the one I really was looking forward to seeing in market, all stitched up, because the colors are just amazing. But I'll be stitching this. I'm not sure when I'm going to start it. I think she's designer focused for next year, one month. I got to figure out I'm kind of vaguely remembering her out there. And so if she's not, she'll definitely be started later this year. Now, we have a bunch of Blackbird Design patterns that are back in the stock. I know a lot of people have been looking for some of these patterns. They are not out of print. We do have them. And I'll go through a fairly good stack of them. So these are all back in the shop. This is Agnes Platt's Strawberry Sampler. It's the book by Blackbird Design. It's got from 2013, spring 2013.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's some more. I think that was on the front too.
Yeah, but here is bigger.
Oh, but I like that little house. What's this one right here? That was kind of cool. Right. So here is We Live in Hope. There's We Live in Hope. And then there is a smaller one in there as well called Home from Sea. There's a smaller one. Sometimes they throw more in there. And now this one is one from Anniversaries of the Heart. This is called Elizabeth Jane. Here's Elizabeth Jane. And then it says something about a bonus pattern back here, so I'm not sure how that one all is. And then, oh, I've got these all out of order. I don't even have an alphabetical order. So this is Oh Joyous Day by Blackbird Design. Oh, you know what? I was watching Kenny Flosstube this week, and this is one that he was stitching, I believe. or he showed it in his whip parade. And then someone else had said in the group that she was going to do it, I think one band at a time or something, like drums. I don't remember. It's just weird how you get something in and then you see other videos of stuff and it's like, oh wow, we're all like the brain pool of cross stitch. Next one here is Clara Ellen. This is another one from Anniversaries of the Heart. Clara Ellen. And then we have A Wish for You. Oh, that's kind of cool. A Wish for You. And then All Joys for Thine. That's a pretty one. Oh, I love this one. Violets Blue. Let's see, where's it? It says here, as the violets blue, my heart is true, dear sweetheart. I love but you. That's pretty cool. I love this piece. And then we have Evergreen Lane by Anniversary, from the Anniversary of the Heart series. Then we have Moonlight Visitor, another one from the Anniversaries of the Heart series. Moonlight Visitor. These are all fairly small, so they're great to put them all together. And okay, this is Swan Lake, also from Anniversaries of the Heart series. And there's a bonus chart with this one as well. There's a little bonus chart on the back. And then we have Flowers of the Field.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah, this is an older one, I think. Flowers of the Field. This is cool. I mean, I think if you get a little bit darker fabric, maybe the flowers will pop a little more. And then I think there's a, I think this looks like a bonus back here, a little pin cushion. So this is a sewing bag and that was the pin cushion. That's what that was. Now this one, I love this one. I've been seeing people stitch this one. This is Flowers for You. Look at that basket. Is that not gorgeous? Flowers for You. And then you can personalize it at the bottom. Flowers for your birthday is what the words say on the piece, but it says Flowers for You. And then we have Eleanor Rigby. Here's Eleanor Rigby. So you could stitch it in the monochromatic version there, or they also call it Sweet Baby, where they put colors on there and make it like a baby sampler.
Mm-hmm. I like the color. Yeah,
I think the colors look nice. I like the colors. Mm-hmm. All right. And then from that was from the Magical Mystery series. It's a song from the Beatles. And here's another one from the Magical Mystery Tour series. Blackbird. Again, this was just monochromatic. It's all one color. Mm. So that one stitches up quick. This is probably the fastest one to stitch in that series. And then we have my favorite of all time from the Magical Mysteries Tour series. This is Strawberry Fields. I still have not started this. I cannot believe it. So this is Strawberry Fields. And I've seen people stitch this so many times, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I just love this piece. And now we have another book by Blackbird. This is called Sisters. It's kind of a fall book. Is this the one? Yeah, that's the one right there that I love. That one's really fun. And then there's this one up here. So there are a couple of patterns in here. Let me see if I can tell by the looks like there's about 5 patterns in this book. Yeah. So there's about 5 different patterns in this book. That's a good one. And then from the Abecedarian series, here's The Country Life. Oh my gosh, look at that grass with all those animals embedded in there. That is really cool. I think I would pull, like, I don't know. This is probably how it photographs, but I would hope that you could see those animals when they're stitched up, because I don't know, I think I would do like a lighter green or do something so you could see the animals. There's
There's
a
a
lot of
picture.
stitching here. There's a picture.
There's the picture.
There's
Yeah,
there's
that
a
picture.
rabbit, there's a deer, a bird,
Mhm.
a chicken, or rooster.
Yeah, because that brown can pop and that red can pop. Everything will pop. I think
Oh,
it
the
is
butterfly
the
too.
picture.
Okay.
Yeah, the picture is not good.
Yeah, the country life. I love this one.
Yeah,
So cool. And then last,
but when you start, you have to try.
yeah, and last but not least is from Abecedarian series number 6. This is the Fruitful Vine. So another, just an app, just a alphabet sampler. So there we go.
That is.
That's quite a bit. So that's all we have for what's new and back into the shop. Wasn't able to make it to the framer to drop off Ronnie's Christmas banner to be framed. It's on the list to do. Hopefully we carve out some time next week. Do you have anything?
Yes.
That
On
was
the
quick.
20. Oh, jeez, I forgot. I think on the 27th, we will open the store afternoon because I have doctor appointment on
27th.
the 27th, the other city, that one.
Oh, Dothan. Okay.
Yeah, we have to drive over there, and every 6 months I have to go there.
Okay,
My
check up.
cardiologist, yes. And I hate to go to the doctor. Just waste my time.
You spend most of your time sitting, waiting in the waiting room,
Yeah,
and they don't even look at you.
yeah.
So
For 2 minutes.
yeah, takes you longer to get there.
Hold your pulse, and that's it.
Yeah, that's good. That is nothing more.
Anyway.
Yeah, so we have that. We do have openings in the Cottage Garden Thread of the Month Club. If you want to join that club, it's 5 colors. It's 5 colors that Cottage Garden selects every month, and it's $29 plus, and then shipping is additional. It's a great club to be in because you can use some of the colors and swap out with other things that you're doing in. I've switched out one of the colors to stitch. Humphreys was one of my ones, the animal cracker. I changed his sweater to the green from Cottage Garden Threads. As last week you saw that I changed Merry Christmas, the deer piece. I do have that on order. I'm just waiting for them to respond to my order. I misspoke. I did not use conservatory. I used swamp water of all colors. It is more of a muted green, but it looked really cool for that Christmas piece. And heads up, I'm kitting up Maggie May and Harrison from my stash. I want to start them as soon as this Let Freedom Ring is done, and I pulled some more Cottage Garden threads because I saw a photo on Instagram where they were dressed similar as a coordinated couple, and now I can't get that out of my head, so I've pulled some Cottage Garden threads to make them similar, but they're not stitched in the same colors. They're stitched in, he's a little darker, she's a little lighter, but it's still the same type of colors. So I'm looking forward to, and I've changed them to brown rabbits instead of the gray rabbits. So hopefully by next video, you might see a start on that if I get lucky to get finished with Let Freedom Ring, or if I can't wait anymore, I'm just gonna start it anyway. Let's see, that's that. Fox and Rabbit, we have openings for 40 count in the Fox and Rabbit Club. So if you want to send us an email, and you could start as early as the 28th of this month if you want to join that club.
Okay.
And I think that's pretty much all. You can always send us an email to be on the waiting list for any of our clubs because we do have openings periodically. Things happen, things come up, so it's never too late to send us an email and say, hey, can I get on the list? Because you may just actually start that week or that cycle.
Yeah, we still have openings for the back of the month too. For any of the 2 sizes, 12 by 18 or 12 by 13.
Yeah.
I'm thinking I announced it in Facebook and I never say in a video.
Yeah, that's why I was saying it.
Cables disconnect.
I know we like, did we say it in the video? Did we put it on the Facebook? It's like always, we try to get it out as much as we can.
Yeah, then thinking that is all we have for this week. I know it's a shorty again, but it's what we can do.
Hey, it's about 15 minutes each on our stitching. or whatever's going on. So I think it's a great video.
Yeah.
All right. So
All
have a
right,
good date
y'all.
night. Bye.
Bye.